I gotta go over here and check the water. Killed every fish in my pond, except for the big ones.
I'm having to drain my pond because somebody poured, see all them floating stuff in there? That is soapy. That's suds. See if it straightens up. See all the suds on top of that water? See the color green of that water? See this poop looking stuff on the outside of the plastic right here? You see the greenness of that water? You see that poop looking stuff right there? See right there under that tree is where the water begins in this property. Comes right out under that tree. And you can see the brown mist right here. Well, I had $60 worth of fish in this pond and they all suffocated and pooped their brains out. And just a day or two before that happened, the neighbor was at that apple tree right there. Right there in that clump of bushes right there. Doing something. He walked out there and he squatted down and did something right there. Whatever he poured in there got in it might be working its way into our well system. Here's our well. And we're downhill from there. So whatever to do, I think it was a meth lab or something. I don't know what he poured in there. His name's Gene Reese. And he might have just been treating his water. I don't know what that is in that right there. But these chemicals resemble lye and other smells. Anyhow, it's sad I called the health department. They ain't even called me back yet. I'm draining my whole pond systems. They need to get him to put a new sewer in. I've been smelling it randomly over a couple years now. And we smelled it about a couple months ago. I mean, just little whiffs of it, knowing that it was there. And evidently, the dude is too lazy to spend $250 to have him pump it out. And he poured some shit in it just a couple weeks ago. And now we got suds on the water. And I'm draining it out. Look at all that poop on the walls. So he poured some chemical in his shitter up there, and it all broke loose. And apparently his shitter, it pumps right into a creek, and he just releases it into a creek. And he's going to have to replace it. He's going to have to figure out how to clean this up because I can smell the odor of septic right here. He's killed, and then it thunderstormed a couple times, and all this mud come down through here. See, this mud's in this thing. Let me show you the real creek, the regular. So you don't see any of that red sediment in this creek. So I don't know. I mean, I don't see any of that here. Just a little bit right there. If he doesn't come clean, I would say it's because it was a meth lab he dumped into the water. Probably. I'm not off my cracker, ma'am. You are off your cracker. I have a poisoned water situation, the most vital thing to our life, and you are playing it like I'm a joke. Like I shouldn't be calling you, telling you to get somebody out here to examine the mess.
Maybe if you acted like an adult.
I have for 3 days. I've been nice. I've been playing it down. I'm fucking concerned. You need to be discharged and relieved of your duty if you're going to be adversarial to somebody trying to get action to defend his life against a poison. The water has been contaminated. I want the county resources to come and check it out before it kills somebody. It already killed 60 to 75 fish. Do you hear me, Watauga County?
Well, I hear you because you're shrinking. Of course I hear you. I told you I wasn't deaf.
Now, I had 75 fish get poisoned and all turned up belly up within a week because I watched the neighbor walk to these bushes there. I don't know what he did. But I have an idea that's where his septic system is. And if his septic system is flowing down in the water and he's pouring meth labs into it to dispose of them, you're supposed to come out here and alleviate the idea of that.
Nope. I get to talk to lovely people like you on the phone. I don't go out places.
Okay, Watauga County government employees who have taken on the due diligence to defend the community are supposed to come out here and check it out. Not me call back 3 days in a row so you guys can have a fucking joke. Yes, sir. Thank God a man answered the phone and not a female who wants to incite things. Now look, the neighbor poured some kind of contents and poison the water. I watched him walk out to these bushes, bend down, do something, turn around, walk away. All the fish died in the ponds. Okay? This guy could have poured a meth lab in the water. My well is only 25, 30 foot away from this body of water. I just drained all the water out of my pond systems. They're full of feces and chemicals.
So are you?
And I won't, huh?
Are you on Longhope Road?
Yes, yes.
Okay, when the deputy came out, she...
I asked her to go over there and look to see what's in them weeds. She said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get the address. That doesn't remedy this situation. I can't drink a cup of water out of my faucet. I can't take a shower in my shower until we find out what is a strong enough poison that has been introduced into the watershed to poison all this stuff.
Right. So the first step of that, kind of the whole thing, is for the deputy to take a report that she can get it referred to whoever needs to go.
Well, there's nobody that she's going to refer. Okay, she did a great job. She's great. Okay, but this ain't about her. This is about my water supply is poison. It stinks to high heaven. These ponds, they stink because they're full of feces. And we still don't know where this stuff originated. And we don't know what it is because I'm a layman. And I can't get the county government employees who are supposed to mitigate between neighbors to get over here and go over there in their yard and find out what has happened.
Okay.
I shouldn't be waiting days and days and days when I reported dead animals in the water. The blue heron is gone and dead. The snakes are gone and dead. I might be gone and dead by the time you guys react. But I can tell already you're not that lucky. So, because I already bought bottled water. But the point being is I need to know. I need to know what's going on. I need somebody to go over there in the neighbor's yard, locate a septic system, see if the lid's been moved, and go from there. Because he's poured toxic sludge. Something's coming out and flowing down on my watershed, on my water supply. My water source has been contaminated with feces. The next step is for a government employee to go over there, look at his septic system. If it's been tampered with and it's bleeding off into the water, condemn the property, and then he fixes it, and then we all go about our business happy, merry ever after. But it shouldn't take weeks, days, and it shouldn't take days, it shouldn't take but a couple of hours to have a thorough investigation of a poison contaminated water source to be investigated thoroughly. But you guys aren't doing nothing. I've called the... Say what?
So as far as we can go out there and take a report. I mean, we don't...
Wes Hawkins didn't want to come out here and get it. The health department does, but they're not active. They're not doing nothing. They're not even calling me back to acknowledge that I called them to set up anything.
Alright, do you want me to send a deputy up there now, then you can maybe...
No, I don't need another deputy. I explained it to the girl. But that doesn't relieve the fact that Sergeant or Mr. Hawkins ain't doing nothing and the health department ain't doing nothing. They need to be doing something. We need to know what the source of this is. And we need to know yesterday. Not tomorrow, not after lunch, yesterday. The whole place smells like chemicals.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. My thing is, what can I do for you right now?
What you can do for me right now is send a daggum EPA agent out here to find out what the hell's going on that's poisoning the water.
Okay, we don't dispatch for EPA.
I know every government entity in the nation has the ability to say that's not my jurisdiction. Well, forward it. I want you to forward every communication I've had with you to the proper agencies.
Okay, well, when Deputy Adams was out there earlier, she took a report. That's what the report's doing. It's helping to refer it about what's going on, and then that can be referred to EPA, and that report can be used if needed. So other than that...
Well, there's still nobody going over here walking in this guy's yard to find out what's going on. It could be pumped out. If you would make initiation with the neighbor, he could get a septic tank pumping vehicle out here and initiate the cleanup. We need to initiate the cleanup. We need to find out where the source is and initiate the cleanup while you guys worry about the red tape. We need somebody to go knock on the neighbor's door. Say, hello, sir, we hear you have a problem with your septic tank. Will you address it? Can you not do that? Or apparently he's going to ignore me out here in my yard yelling my head off because my whole farm has been poisoned.
Okay.
So you guys aren't going to make contact with the guy and ask him what's going on?
Are we going to make contact with EPA?
No, the neighbor!
Oh, the neighbor?
Yeah! I asked Miss Adams to talk to him. Huh?
I physically cannot make...
I'm not asking you physically. Don't play that game that woman just played with me. You are the county government employees. You are the county government employees. I want my employees to go next door and ask that guy what's going on. So I don't have to have a conflict. I told you guys that I've been polite for 2 friggin' days, and you've neglected to do it. I finally went ahead and flushed the system because I couldn't stand the smell no more, and apparently evidence don't mean nothing to you guys. I just don't understand why you guys always, that's not our jurisdiction. The court, all these stories, it's not our jurisdiction, we messed it up, but it's not our jurisdiction to fix it.
Gotcha, so what I can do for you is I can send a deputy up there, and then...
To talk to him, to talk to the neighbor.
Yes, if that's...
That would be a very good start on finding out
Right, that's what we've been trying to do, but...
No, that's not what you tried to do. I asked Adams to go over there and talk to him. She said, I'm going to go up there and get the address, but I'm not going to talk to him. That makes no sense, but I'm not arguing with you guys out here. I'm not trying to make an argument, but I am demanding you find out something now.
Okay. Well, we will send one up there, then you explain to them about the neighbor and stuff later.
You don't need to send them to my house. You need to send them to the neighbor's house and find out what's pumping down the road here, poisoning everything.
Okay.
I need to go on my business, but you guys ain't going to do your due diligence unless I'm standing here damn begging you. I shouldn't have to beg you. Damn, dude, somebody poisoned my whole trout farm. Whether if it was a fucking meth lab in the creek like this area is known for, or if it was a septic system treatment, I don't know. I need you to do your job. I need the county to do their job and go investigate the neighbor's septic system. Today. Not until somebody else dies or something else dies, but today.
Okay, today, I will send you a deputy up there. I'll make
I don't need you to send me a deputy. I need you to have somebody investigate this.
Talk to the neighbors if
That would be very good. And then when I call back later, you could say, yeah, he messed up. And then we go on about our way. But I need to know.
Okay, sounds good.
It don't sound good. Ain't nobody have to fucking talk to somebody like this to get him to do a fucking thing. Sorry, motherfuckers.
See how he's breathing? That's how the little ones were breathing. I'm going to get him out of there. Alright, buddy, we're going to let you roll. Imagine if they had smell camera. Wouldn't have to record all them suds. God, it's gross. What do you put in a septic system to make it push all this shit out of here, and then all the poop follow? Damn it. Fucking disgusting. Friggin' disgusting. But I don't have anybody to do it for me. Trying to get set on this straight. There. Oh, it's the catfish. And another one. Come on, cat. Come on. There he is. That's a catfish and a sunfish. I don't know if sunfish gonna do any good, but let's see. Come on, little buddy. I hate to let you go, buddy. You sure are a pretty one. Your buddy's down the stream a little ways. All right. Catfish, go downstream. I didn't know they did that. Your buddy's down there too. See you later. Let's see, the sunfish is being stupid and going upstream. Let's see how far he's made it. Let's go downstream, little sunfish. There you go. You'll be all right if you go on downstream. Go on. You did grow some while you was with me, didn't you? I couldn't document all the fish because some of them got past my nets, but there's a couple of rainbow speckled trout in here I'm getting ready to release too. At least they made it. Oh, they can't get enough of that clean water. So who farted in that place, dude? All the other ones smaller than these guys died because of the neighbor here poisoning the water.
I gotta go over here and check the water. Killed every fish in my pond, except for the big ones. If that ain't shit, what do you think it is? If that ain't fucking shit in that pond, and Watauga County's gonna tell me they don't think there's any septic issues up the creek here, where all that brown, nasty mud come from, maybe they need to come in here and walk in it. You see that? All that is poop. And they're gonna ask, the inspectors of Watauga County came up here and said there's no septic tank issues. Bullshit! I can smell the shit from right here! The inspectors for the county come out here and said none of this shit, this 4 inches of shit in the bottom of this pond is shit. They said that there's no septic tank issues, and this is not shit. It smells just like shit. Okay. So the point is, if there's no problem with the guy's septic tank next door, then it must have been a meth lab he poured in the weeds, and you guys needed to come and examine it. I went ahead and jumped the fence and walked up there and took a picture of empty plastic containers in the weeds. Now, if it smells just like poop. I'm standing right here looking at it, recording this, and it's poop. It's poop that come out from under that tree out of his backyard, and is in this whole pond. And they can't identify it, then it must be, I don't know, but maybe he was dumping a meth lab. Some chemicals, and I got plenty of video confirmation on this, was dumped into this water supply, and I don't even think the health department even took a water sample. I asked them what the results of the water sample was, and they stuttered. I don't even think they took one. They deny that all this is shit, and I can smell it. It smells just like shit. So apparently your health department's on drugs or something, dude. Is there nobody that just wants to do their job? If somebody's septic system flushes out into the rain, why are you guys always just acting like nothing's happening when I can literally smell the shit in this pile of shit in the bottom of this pond? And they're gonna tell me nobody's septic system has been purged into this creek and killed everything everything in the first pond got killed, dead, absolutely dead. And you guys are gonna tell me that you guys can't find out what kind of chemicals are coming out of this water, out of this spring right here, that have been introduced into the watershed upstream. I just walked across this yard, looked in that patch of weeds I was so concerned about, to find a plastic bottle flipped upside down in the weeds. And then there's a couple dead spots of grass in that same little patch of weeds. What are you guys trying to hide? I just recorded it too. Why are you guys trying to hide everything that's inflicting the residents of this county, from your low-written, snitch, dope-dealing narc judges to the fucking health department? You're all complacent with destroying this country, and the gallows are awaiting the treasonous bastards.